Hello everyone, and welcome to our Om at Home Yoga online class. My name is Ethan Allen. I'm the DSO Librarian and Certified Yoga Instructor. Now, in times like these, music and yoga are unifying, calming, and healing. While we can't wait to welcome you back to the Cube for our Om with the Max yoga series, for now we're thrilled to engage and uplift you from the comfort of your own home with free access to this Om at Home experience. And, please consider the role that music and yoga play in your life and support your DSO with a gift of any amount today. And you can do that by visiting dso.org/donate, and we'll really appreciate the support. Today we're honored to have several members from your Detroit Symphony Orchestra joining us to accompany the yoga that we're about to do today. So please enjoy their performances throughout the class, and it should make for a pretty great soundtrack to what we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to start by finding a nice comfortable seat. And we're just going to start by bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Close the eyes. And let's go ahead and take a nice big inhale through the nose. And go ahead and sigh it out. Take another big breath in. And sigh it out. One more time. Big breath in, and let it go. And close the lips, and we're just going to take the breath in and out through the nose. Keep that longer breath going, about 3 to 5 counts for each inhale, and 3 to 5 counts for each exhale. And throughout this class, if there's a pose that you can't do or a flow that you can't do or don't want to do, and you just need a break, you can just come right back to here, reconnect with this breath, and you're doing yoga if you're doing that. So the most important part of this whole class is the breath. Focusing on that breath. And if thoughts start to pop up about the past or the future, you can use this breath as a tool to focus your thoughts on, to bring you back to this present moment and this experience right here. So just reconnect, keep connecting with that breath throughout the whole practice. Alright, and with that, let's bring the hands to the knees. And we're just going to take some big circles with the upper body. So let's just go ahead and fold forward first, and then take it around to the left, and then lean back, and pulling on the knees, and then over to the right, and down. And just keep taking some big circles like that. As you come up, it's going to be on an inhale. And then going down on the exhale. So nice, slow, big, wide circles in conjunction with the breath. And then we'll go ahead and take it in the other direction. Try my best not to talk too much so that we can hear our wonderful DSO musicians playing. Alright, let's come back up, meet up in center here. And now we'll do a neck stretch. So you're just going to take your right hand, bring it over so the fingertips are just on top of the left ear. And then just let gravity pull the head over to the right. the same on the other side. Release that. Okay, so now we're going to do a twist. So let's go ahead and start by extending the right leg, putting a bend in this left knee. Take this left hand, bring it behind the left hip, reach the right hand up, and then go ahead and bring that right elbow on the other side of the left knee, gazing off this left shoulder. And even as we're twisting the spine, try to extend and lengthen the spine up. Let's release that and do the other side, extending the left leg out, putting a bend in the right leg. Right hand reaches up and places behind you. Reach the left hand up and bring that elbow to the other side of the knee, gazing off the right shoulder. Finding that extension in the spine. Good, and release that. Alright, now let's meet up in a table pose. Hands and knees. So the hands are directly under the shoulders, the hips are directly above the knees, and we'll take some cat-cow breaths. So inhale, drop the belly down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone and the chin. Inhale, lift the gaze, belly drops. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Take 3 more just like that. Alright, let's meet up back in table pose. Now we'll do a gate pose. So you're going to lift the left leg up. Bring that left leg off to the side. Place it down. And then walk the hands back towards the knee, lifting the hands up. Now bring this left hand down the left leg and reach this right hand over the right ear like you're trying to reach for that other wall on your left side. Alright, lift both hands back up and come back to table pose. And now let's do the other side. So we lift the right leg up, place it down on the right side. Walk the hands back and lift the arms up. Then now place this hand on the right leg and reach that left hand over the left ear. With this right leg, imagine, even though you're not going to lift the right foot, which would be a miracle if you could, but imagine you're trying to lift the right foot up. That's going to help you bring that left hand over a bit more, in theory. Alright, lift hands up. Come back to table pose. Alright, now you're going to curl the toes under and just sit back on the heels. Good. And this is a toe stretch, which if you hold it for a while can get pretty intense. We're not going to hold it for too long, but to keep our mind off of that, We're going to do eagle arms. So let's bring the left arm underneath the right arm. Wrap the hands around, trying to bring the palms together. Okay, now you're going to lift the hands up. Maybe bring the hands out. Keep lifting those elbows up. Alright, let's do the other side. Bring the right arm underneath. Bring the hands together. Lift the elbows up. Keep the hands come out. Keep lifting up. Keep breathing. Alright, shake that out a bit. Let's come back to table pose. Yeah, you wiggle the toes a bit. Alright. Now let's do a couple sun salutation A's. Okay, so we're going to start by curl the toes under, lift the hips in the downward facing dog. You walk it out a little bit, bend one knee and the other. Feel the heel start to press down. So the heels are pressing down. The legs are working towards straight. They might not get towards straight, probably like mine. That's okay. But tilt the tailbone up. Press the hands into the mat, especially the fingers. Breathe. All right, bend the knees. Let's walk the feet up to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, finding some extension in the spine. Go ahead and fold forward. Just you grab opposite elbows. Release the hands. Let's slowly lift all the way up. The last thing to lift up is the head. And inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Let's take a nice big breath in and sigh it out. Nice. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to the top of a push-up. If you need a little assistance, you can lower the knees. That's cool. Otherwise, we're going to hold this for a few breaths. All right, now we're going to lower down about halfway. The elbows are going to hug in, so the elbows are right next to the side of the rib cage. Now roll to the tops of the feet. Lift the gaze up for up dog. Feel the glutes engaged. Feel like you're trying to pull the chest through the arms. And then curl the toes under. Lead with the hips into downward facing dog. And we're going to do one more of that flow. So let's bend the knees, walk the feet up. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling to reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower down halfway. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Okay, now might be a good time to have a drink of water. So let's get back to it, and let's meet up in a downward facing dog. So if downward facing dog doesn't work for you, you can stay right here in table pose. That's fine. But we're going to kind of get it moving here with some standing poses. So we won't be here very long. So from downward facing dog, bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up to the front, lift halfway, now bend the knees, drop the seat down, lift the arms up for chair pose. Now rock the weight into the heels a little bit, drop the butt down a little more. Let's go ahead and take a twist to the left. So bring the hands together, bring this right elbow over the left knee. Reach the hands up through center. Left elbow over the right knee. Reach the hands up. Okay, now we're just gonna lift the right leg up. This is like Karate Kid pose. Not an actual pose, but it is now. And we're just gonna gently step the right foot back into Warrior One. Good, so bring this left hip back, the right hip forward to square up the hips to the front. Breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale to Warrior Two. Left hand forward, right hand back, gazing off the tips of the left fingers. Tuck the tailbone under. Really reach through the hands. Lunge into that left leg. Okay, now bring the right hand forward to meet the left hand. This is grounded Warrior Three. If this is too much for the back, you can bring one hand down for support. You can bring both hands down for support. But find some extension in that spine with whatever variation you're doing. Feel the burn in that leg? Yes, yes, that's okay, that's a good thing. Okay, now we're gonna side squat towards the back of the mat. So bring the hands together at the heart, lunge into the right leg, left leg straightens. Try to lift the chest a bit. Those left toes can point up. Good, now let's come back up through center. We're going to take some triangle poses. Left toes point forward. Right toes are kind of angled a little bit, 45-degree angle. Both legs straight. Let's bring the arms out to a T. Reach this left hand forward. And then bring it down to the left foot, reaching the right hand up. Gazing up towards the right hand. And again, trying to lengthen the spine. Keep breathing. And let's revolve this. Bring the right hand down, but shorten the stance a bit so that we can get both sets of toes pointing forward. Both legs are straight. Okay, and then from there, fold forward, bring the right hand down. If you can't get the right hand down, a block might come in handy. Or a water bottle if you don't have a block, that's fine. And then reach the left hand up. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. So the only thing you're varying is how far the hand comes down. Good, bring that left hand down. Let's lift up. Let's bring the hands behind the back. You're maybe coming to like a prayer position behind the back. If that doesn't work, you can grab opposite elbows. Okay, whichever works for you. But both sets of toes are still pointed forward, both legs straight. And take an inhale and fold forward. This is waterfall pose. Good, lift up, release the hands. Let's plant the hands, step it back, lower down through. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Take a big breath in, side out. Okay, let's bend the knees. We're going to do that all on the other side now. So, step it up to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, drop the seat, arms lift. Chair pose. Let's take our twists. So, twist over to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift. Okay, now we're doing Karate Kid pose. Lifting the left leg up. And like a ninja, we're gonna slowly step it back. So right foot forward, left foot back, warrior one. Screwing up the hips, lunging into the right leg. Trying to engage the quads here in the back leg to straighten that back leg. Take an inhale, warrior two. Right hand forward, left hand back. Again, tucking the tailbone under, reaching through the hands. Okay, bring both hands forward now. Taking your variation. Okay, side squat over to the left. Lift the chest a bit. Okay, now we set up for our triangle poses. Both legs straight, reach the hands out to a T, reach this right hand forward, and then bring it down. Left hand reaches up. And revolve this now. So shorten the stance, point the toes forward, bring the left hand down, maybe using a block, and then reach the right hand up. Okay, let's lift. Bring the hands behind the back, either to prayer position or grabbing the opposite elbows. And go ahead and fold forward. Keep breathing. Okay, release the hands. Plant the hands. Step the feet back. Lower through. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. And let's have another sip of water. So hopefully the music is, making the yoga a little more pleasant. Even though my teacher in India said that yoga is really like torture. You're really physically putting your body in these crazy positions in order to force your mind to look inside rather than your mind focusing on everything outside of you. So hopefully, the yoga poses help center the mind into this present moment. Also, the music helps to enhance the experience so that this present moment is really engaging and you can connect with both the body and the music in this moment right here. And hopefully let every other worry kind of fade away, at least for now. All right, with that, let's do some balancing poses. First, well, let's meet up in downward facing dog. Okay, now lift the left leg up. Let's put a bend in that left knee, kind of stack the left hip on top of the right hip. And you know what, let's just go ahead, if you can do it, flip the dog over. And you lift this left hand up, press the hips up, let the head rock back. And we'll crunch it in on the exhale. Bring the hips down, elbow in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. Inhale. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to downward facing dog, leg lifted. Step this left foot forward and take off into airplane pose. So lifting the right leg up, reaching the hands back, trying to lead with the chest down towards the mat, lifting from the back of the right thigh. And you know, you might fall over, but that's cool. It's gonna happen. Just try to get back into it. Now let's slowly lift up into majorette pose. So lifting the arms up, right knee lifts. Okay, we're going to do a number 4 pose. Cross this right ankle over the thigh. Bring the hands together at the heart. Put a bend in this left knee and drop the butt down. This right foot is flexing up towards the knee. His forearms are coming towards the shin. Keep breathing. Okay, lift back up into majorette pose. Last balancing pose is dancer pose. So grab onto the right foot with the right hand. Reach this left hand forward. Kick the right foot back and up. Kick the foot into the right hand as you pull the right hand into the foot. Keep reaching forward, more forward, more forward. Okay. And we'll meet up in a yoga squat. Cool. Good job. Now, you can stay right here. We're going to try doing maybe a crow pose if it's in your practice. Really, all we're going to do is slowly get into it. Whatever you can do, just hold whatever you can do. So try to get these triceps inside the knees. Plant the hands down. Now rock the weight into the hands. So if you can do this part, hold this. That's just fine. Otherwise, maybe you can lift the left foot up. Now press these knees into the triceps. If you can do that, hold that. Keep holding, whatever you got. Maybe you can lift the other foot too. Maybe you can say, no way. And come back to top of a push-up. Lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, let's do the other side. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hips. And let's go ahead and flip the dog over. Let the head rock back. Hips lift up. And crunch it in for 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. Come back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifted. Step that right foot up. And here we go. Balancing poses. Airplane pose. Good. Slowly lift into majorette. balance on this side might be different than your other side, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, number 4. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Hands come together at the heart. Bending the right knee. Bringing the forearms towards the shin. Lift back up to majorette. And dancer pose. So grab onto the top of that left foot. Reach this right hand forward. Kick that left foot up and back. And meet up in a yoga squat. So again, you can stay right here. You want to try this crow pose again. Plant the hands. Remember, just hold whatever you can do. Just because you can't do the full version doesn't mean give up. Just hold whatever you can do. So first, plant the hands. If you can do that, hold that. Rock the weight forward. If you can do that, hold that. Now maybe try lifting the right foot up. If you can do that, hold that. Getting the drift? Now maybe lift the left foot up too. Press the hands into the mat. Squeeze the knees into the triceps. Come back to top of a push-up. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, rock the weight forward, top of a push-up. Lower down onto the forearms. Okay, now if you need assistance here, lower the knees or lower one knee. Okay, otherwise, lift the left foot up like 2 inches. It'll be the longest 2 inches you've ever felt in your life. Now bring that left foot off to the side. Bring the left knee to left tricep. Bring it back. Left knee to left tricep. Bring it back. One more time. Okay, lower that left foot down. Yes, you should be sweating by now. I am. Lift the right foot up. Bring the right foot off to the side. Bring the right knee to right tricep. And do it 2 more times. And lower the right foot. One last thing, if you can do it. Walk the feet up, dolphin pose, lift the left foot, give 3 bunny hops. Lower that left foot, lift the right foot up, 3 bunny hops. And just lay down. Lay down on your belly. Woo. Yes, that was hard. It's not just you. That was hard. Okay. Grab a drink of water after that. So, if you're freaking out and you're like, no, I'm going to quit right now. Well, that was the end of the hard stuff. Really. All right, so now we're going to wind this down with some stretching poses. First, we're going to start with a pigeon pose. So, to get into it, we got to start in downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up. Step the left foot forward, but you kind of lay this shin down, like so. Now, your leg might be angled, like at a 45-degree angle, that's fine. You can make it more like a 30-degree angle, that's cool. But scoot this right foot back. Feel the hips dropping down. Maybe bring the hand onto the knee and hand onto the foot. Get a nice back bend here. And the hips are sinking down. And then go ahead and fold forward. Now, if this doesn't work for you at all, you can lay down on your back and cross your ankle over the knee and hug the knee in. It's the exact same stretch. But otherwise, we're gonna, whatever you can do, hold it for a few breaths here. Okay, then you're gonna lift. Just roll over onto this left hip. Swing this right leg around. And we're gonna stack the logs. So you're gonna bring this right ankle on top of this left knee. Okay, which, like even for me, like this right knee is way up, right? But, so say that doesn't work for you, you could just bring that foot right in front. And otherwise, flex this right foot up towards this knee. Bring the hands out front. And then just slowly start to walk them forward. And then eventually, this IT band will release. And this knee will magically start to go down, hopefully. Just keep walking the fingers forward. Alright, release that, and let's do the other side. So, meet up in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Take pigeon on this side, or if you need to do the other variation, that's just fine. Scoot the left foot back. Bring the hand onto the knee and the foot, and lift the chest, getting that back bend. This is also giving the hips a chance to sink down. And then plant the hands down and go ahead and fold forward, coming down to the forearms. If that works for you, you can bring the forehead down onto your hands. Okay, start to lift. Roll over onto the right hip. Swing this left leg around. Stack the left leg on top of the right leg. So this ankle is on top of the knee. Left shin on top of right shin. So both are on top of each other. And the option is to also put the foot in front. Flex this foot up towards the knee. Bring the hands in front. Start to walk the hands forward. Okay, start to lift up from that. Now we're going to do a puppy pose. So, for this, the hips are going to stay on top of the knees. Okay, so starting in table pose, hips are on top of the knees, hips are going to stay right there. All you're going to do is walk the hands forward. Bring the chest down. And then maybe place the chin on the mat. Gently press the hands into the floor. Okay, start to lift up slowly from that. Let's come into a child's pose with the hands reaching back. So drop the hips back onto the heels, reach the hands back, forehead places onto the mat. Okay, start to lift up from that. We'll meet up in a seated position. And we'll take a butterfly pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Try to bring them in as much as you can. Grab onto the feet. Feel the muscles trying to press the knees down. Find some extension in the spine. And then fold forward as much as you can, which may not be very far. But that's okay. Keep breathing. Alright, start to lift. Let's go ahead and lay down on the back. And bend the knees. Bring the feet onto the mat. We're going to go ahead and take a bridge pose. So lift the hips up. Now and feel the glutes engaged to press the hips up. Let's interlace the fingers behind the lower back and lift the chest, pressing the hands down towards the feet. And breathe. Okay, lower down. Hug the knees into the chest. Let's lift the feet up. This is an inversion time, so you can either keep the feet right here, this is fine, or if it's in your practice, you can lift the hips, throw the feet over your head to the floor behind you. Bring the hands to the lower back. Walk them up higher and higher on the back. And then lift the feet up. Again, engage the glutes. Press the hips to the wall behind you. Engage the quads. Again, point the feet up. Hug the shoulder blades together. Breathe. All right, let's lower the feet down, bending the knees, release the hands, roll it back out onto the back. Good. Now we'll do locust pose. So plant the forearms down, lift the chest up, and place the crown of the head onto the mat, puffing the chest up, maybe lifting the feet. Good. All right, lower down. Now we'll do a twist. So lift the hips up and place them over to the left side of the mat, and then let the knees roll off to the right side. You can bring the right hand and gently place on the thigh here. Bring the left hand off to the side and gaze off that left shoulder. And
Let's do the other side. Lift the hips up, place them on the left or the right side of the mat. Let the knees fall off to the left side. The left hand can come onto the thigh here. Right hand reaches off to the side, gazing off the right shoulder. Okay, now we'll do a banana pose. So you're going to bring this left foot off to the side, right foot crosses over. Bring this left hand off to the side, reach the right hand up, and try to shimmy the shoulders over so you can grab the left hand. Release that. Let's do the other side. So bring the right foot off to the right side, not too far. Cross the left foot over. Bring this right hand off to the side, up and off to the side, and then shimmy the shoulders over so that the left hand can meet the right hand. Okay, release that. Hug the knees into the chest, like really hug them in. And then everyone's favorite pose, resting pose, Savasana. Bring the feet out to the far corners of the mat. Maybe turn the palms up, close the eyes. Start to relax the facial muscles, relax the jaw. Relax the neck, relax the chest and the belly, relax the shoulders, relax the spine, relax the arms and legs, and take one more big breath in, the biggest one yet, and any tension left, sigh out, and enjoy your well-deserved rest. Alright, start to wake the body up, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And the feet together, reach the hands up and take a nice big stretch. Hug the knees into the chest. And slowly make your way up to seated. And just bring the hands together at the heart, keep the eyes closed. Just finding some gratitude for joining me in this space here today. I really hope you enjoyed this practice and helped you find some peace and some comfort in these strange times. So just try to, throughout the day, try to keep this sense of peace and calm that you might have cultivated through this practice, knowing that this yoga practice just really begins here on the mat. It's what we do off the mat is where we do all the evolving and where all the progress is made. So thank you so much, and really hope you enjoy your day. Om Shanti. Namaste. All right, again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Ethan Allen, and special thanks to our DSO musicians for creating these videos at their homes so that you can accompany us while we're doing yoga. I really appreciate them doing that, and hope you enjoyed that. And please join us again on Saturday, June 6th, for our next Om at Home experience. And we will once again feature DSO musicians. And your support and your connection and engagement mean the world to us now more than ever. If you can give any amount to help support us through these times at dso.org/donate, we really appreciate it. And until that, stay safe, stay well, let's take care of each other. And thank you so much. We'll see you next time.